Hold on one second. Let me get a pen. If they're allowing me to make, I got proof on my phone being able to hack my computer. I'm at 2 news websites for being racketeered. I had somebody hook a hard drive to my computer. It has something to do with the court case. These people, they just chase me around. They won't let me do anything. I can't get help from police departments. I can't call FBI. I can't get any help from anybody. I've told several police officers. They just tell me just erase your phone, and they mess with my social media. I mean, this has been going on with me for about 7 years, and the whole court case thing. I got in trouble because people were using malfeasance on me, which is a form of witchcraft, which is a legal term for it. And I didn't know what was going on. So my mom Baker acted me. And then now I know what's going on and what people were doing to me. So I have to explain myself why I was Baker acted. Sorry, I'm just irritated. Yeah, go ahead. Right. Right. Hold on. Let me find a pen. My apologies. I'm not trying to be mean to you. When I was in that court, they did 9 continuances on me. Yeah, but you're still human. I'm just talking to you. Yeah. 757. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hi, yes, I got a. I'm trying to get a court date for the Chesapeake courthouse. I was put on a warrant for there, and I got arrested in Pennsylvania, and I'm trying to find out if I can get a court date there. So they put me on ROR if I have one now. 382. What is it? 382-8100 option 9. All right, so they're the ones that would give me the court date then. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you? You're just administrative. You're not. What would you do if your phone was hacked, your computer was hacked, and you have like a cult that is stalking you and doing things to you that are illegal, and it's people, also people in the police departments. Where do you go for help from that? So if you try to call a lawyer and then the phone hangs up on you, and then you call the lawyer again, like I called the lawyer yesterday in Richmond, and I'm recording it on my phone, and then it's a two-way conversation to be recorded. So I usually use another camera when I record conversation, and I go to call a lawyer, and then she hangs up on me when we're talking, and she seems like she's going to help me. I'm not telling her too much. I'm trying to set counsel, and then I hangs up and I call back, and then a Puerto Rican answers and like at a switchboard and say, "This is a receptionist, and I'll take your message." Like somebody takes over your phone call. What do you do then if people are messing with you and it's people that have technology to get in your phone and your computer? Who do you go to? No, but I have no idea because it's driving me crazy at this point because it's been going on 7 years and I don't know what to do anymore. And these, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just curious on what you do. And these people were using malfeasance on me. So you're a human being. So that's why I mean, I know it doesn't have anything to do with your work and I won't hold you to anything you say. But what do you do? Who do you go to? If you go to police departments and you go to file charges, I filed charges on one guy that he threatened to kill me at the local police department where I'm going to, in Virginia Beach. And he told me I had to investigate it myself. So the people that are messing with me have some kind of power in the police departments. I mean, I get targeted all the time with police misconduct. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I'm like, I didn't know it was malfeasance. That's why I got Baker Act. Is I didn't know what was going on when people are playing with that witchcraft garbage crap on you and doing things to you that are just, you don't know what's going on. So that's why I got Baker acted. And then I go to become a private investigator. I get a degree. Then I go to get licensed through the DCGS. I got a clearance and a background check for a firearm. And I was opening a business. And then I went to go get a firearm. And they did falsified documents on me at this courthouse that I have to go to. And the courthouse knows there was no such charges. And the guy that brought in the fake charges trying to say I have the ability to take care of myself. And then he tried to, what do I do? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I understand. They don't want you calling. Thank you for your time. I'll call the number and see if they give me a court. Even the judge and they put me on ROR because of the charge. She's looking down at the charges, and I'm like, and I'm trying to explain to her my phone's hacked, my computer's hacked, and the judge looks at me. She's like, well, I don't mind releasing you, but you need to go down there and turn yourself in so I can get a court date. I'm looking at her, I'm like, and the prosecutor, and I have no lawyer in the room, and the prosecutor looks at me like, we'll give you a certain amount of time to go down there, or we'll get you a court date. That's what she said, either one of the two. And I don't know why she just didn't give me a court date, because it's not like I'm a criminal or anything like that. I didn't steal anything, and I just don't know what to do anymore because I don't know who to go to. I always get in front of a crooked officer or something, and the whole Chesapeake courthouse is messing with me. I went through 3 lawyers there. Even my lawyer was scared to do anything to help me. He won't even take any of my documents that I have of my evidence to defend me, and he won't get me on the phone so I can give him stuff so the court case the case will get dismissed. So I don't even know what to do anymore. Well, even setting up an appointment to sit down with him. I mean, I got so much evidence. Thank you for talking to me. Lord, have mercy. I mean, I got proof from going in my computer, my phone, on my news websites from being racketeered from 216, on my news websites for 220. My name's on it for political reasons, for Iranian and all this other stuff. It's reputable news websites. I have recorded phone calls. I have emails through the DCJS getting a clearance of a background check. I mean, I have so much evidence to prove that something's going on with me. And then I'm getting in trouble for trying to get a firearm for being observed for 3 to 5 days through getting Baker acted, when on the ATF website they said anything like that's considered observation. Anything voluntarily doesn't absolve you from a weapon. The courthouse should know about that stuff. I shouldn't even have got charged with anything. And the first judge I saw, he said, first degree felony. Like, they were all just messing with me there. So I go in there, and every time I went in there to go to the courthouse, they would I went through 9 continuances there for 2 pieces of paper. What was your intent? Did you fill it out on purpose? Or did you try to lie and deceive us? Or did you tell the truth? It's very simple what you say. And they're trying to charge me with a 2nd-degree felony for no crime, didn't have a weapon, for filling out a form for a background check. And then the 4th precinct was messing with me. I filed charges on somebody. I called the welfare check on a woman, and somehow it got reversed on me. And they gave me charges for being rude to her on the phone. They gave me a charge for public airways. That has to do with CB radios. That has nothing to do with the phone. People say stupid stuff all the time over the phone. So I got police departments in Virginia Beach that are messing with me. I can't make phone calls out there. I can't get any help out there. So I just gave up. I thought after I talked to the lawyer, I thought he was going to get it dismissed. And the next thing I know, I'm going to get my son. He's living on the street because he's fighting with his stepdad. And I got picked up by an officer saying there was a warrant out for me. So I got put on ROR. They gave me a $10,000 bail. And I'm trying to get a court date so I can go back to that court date. But I don't want to go to that court until I can get an actual lawyer to go there with me with evidence so I can sit down with him so we can go in there and get it dismissed. Because I don't want no 2nd-degree felony on my record. This has been going on with me for 7 years, and they've been dragging this court case out for like 2.5. And I don't know what to do anymore because it's police officers doing it to me too. And I'm a good man. I should never got involved in politics. I got emails from the Trump campaign of them saying they'll eat their own and they'll do this. I mean, I got so much evidence because they know I helped during the campaign. I had people that knew people down there in Florida, and they were taking my stuff, what I was writing on computer, and using everything. And then who am I? I'm not rich, but I'm intelligent. It has to do with the way you think, and then people take the way you think, and it makes people like you. That's all that comes down to with your ideas. So they hack people's computer. They go through cybersecurity. I have DOS prompts popping up on my computer. So they're DOS prompting my computer, and then they attach a hard drive into it. And they went so far, last thing, and then I'll call the number. They changed password to password with 2 W's on my computer when I had a BIOS password on it. And I go to boot my computer, and I'm staring at it, and I take a picture of it. I'm like, well, aren't they being bold now with hacking my computer? And I was doing missionary work in Alabama, working at Dinosaur Adventureland for 6 months, doing free work and doing missionary work, and I had a job out there. I did 3 background checks, no warrant, no nothing. And then all of a sudden I go to Pennsylvania, I'm trying to get my son. And then they tried to say, some cop tried to tell me on the phone, because the mom, he's not living with the mom, that it'd be kidnapping if I go and get my son when there's no court order. And then I talked to another cop, and they don't get involved in civil matters unless there's papers on who gets the kid and who doesn't get the kid, and when they get the kid. We don't have anything such as that. And then the cops are messing with me on the phone, and I'm getting mad. I'm like, kidnapping? It's my kid. There's no court order of either one of us seeing each other. And the guy's on the phone laughing at me and making jokes and stuff, and just like acting all tough because he's a police officer and he knows there's nothing I can do about it, and he's part of like a cult or some shit. And I don't know what to do anymore. So I don't know who to turn to. I try to go to FBI. They're always closed down. You can't go in the FBI buildings. I tried the DOJ. That doesn't work out. They won't set an appointment for you to go there, and their gates are closed, so they won't let anybody in there. And then I try other police departments. They're either laughing or they say they're at the bottom of the totem pole and there's nothing they can do. And I don't do anything illegal. I don't steal. I won't even steal a quarter off the ground. I don't believe in any of that. I follow the law. I got honors on my career diploma for private investigating. And then yesterday when I went to record phone calls, they actually took the recording of the woman, the people that I was calling. She was messing me on the phone. And when I called back the lawyer, the Puerto Rican lady that answered, they were playing Christmas music in the background. And I was recording it. And I went to go upload it on TikTok, and the whole thing got removed, except for my voice. The other side's person's voice got removed. But I have my other camera that I was recording it. So then I can prove somebody's in my phone hacking my phone. And I don't know what to do anymore. So I'm going to call this courthouse. Either the person's going to know what's going on, or they're going to know what's going on. I know they do because the file's bogus. I went to the Texas Law Library and I looked through the laws. First, you got to prove intent. That's something I wrote up. I'm a very intelligent man. I mean, I had no intent to lie on it. And then the document that they were trying to pass a law in January, July, for if you've been voluntarily committed or involuntary committed, that you can't have a document, or voluntary or whatever, that you can't have a firearm. So the state trooper came out and tried saying that I was insane, and the judge leans in and says, you don't want to say anything incriminating, do you, to him? And I'm looking at her, and the lawyer's sitting with me at the pretrial, and he's like, do you even know this woman? He's like, look at this, and it says I have the inability to take care of myself. I know how to take care of myself. I know how to brush my teeth. I know how to change my clothes. I know how to work. I got a record of working out. I worked at Sun Toyota for 7 years. I never called off a day of work. And these people just keep messing with me. They have the right to a speedy trial, so they're dragging out the trial for like a year and a half. I go there, and there's a guy at the door the last time I went there laughing and says, there is no court today. And he sent me over to the window at the Chesapeake Courthouse, and then they give me another piece of paper for another court date, and they just kept playing with me. So whenever I go back there, it's not that I'm scared, but I don't want to be locked up in jail out there for a charge that doesn't, just people that are just messing with me. And they're actually ruining my life. I had fraud in my bank for like a year, where they kept taking money out of my bank every time I got money in my bank, and it just causes me problems. They have the ability to get ahead of me because of my phone somehow. And when I go to do something, it's something always so difficult. I can go as far as renting a motel room. It should be $60-something. I go in there, and the lady will look at me, the guy will look at me, it's blue, and be like, well, it's $110 tonight. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, well, on the website, it says 60-something. And that's happened to me like 50 times. And I don't know what to do anymore, because it's got to be people in the government. It has to be. And I don't know. I just don't know what to do. And no local police officer would help me. I've had recordings of about 30 or 40 police officers where I'm explaining what's going on, saying I need help, and I have people messing with me. I wouldn't say my life is in danger, like to where they're going to kill me, but they surely do enjoy what they're doing to me, and I do need help because I don't know how to put security protections on my phone, and some of the things they do to me, I'm getting hurt. I mean, even going into a business, they can do things to me like mess with me. I'll go to the dentist's office yesterday. It's the last thing I'll tell you. I went to a dentist's office. The lady's telling me everything that she can do and all this, and the other lady and all this. And then the lady walks in the back, and you should have heard how she was talking to me when she was explaining stuff with my teeth. And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, what about aesthesia or estema if you have periodontist, what you do to the teeth? And she's like talking about it. She's saying, no, we don't do that. No, we don't want to give you a mouth rinse. You do that after. And the way she's talking, these people try to make you like make it sound like you're crazy when you know what they're doing because you're intelligent. So they don't make any sense. And I'm in there, and then she's not making any sense. And she's like, well, at the end, she's like, well, you do have periodontist. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, well, that's one of the most important things. Yeah. Go ahead. I understand. I'll call you back. Hi, yes. This is criminal law too, correct? Juvenile domestic. Uh, I'm trying to get a court date for the Chesapeake courthouse. I got put on bail and I was told to call down to get a court date. It has to do with it's a purchase to buy a firearm. No, it was I had a court there, and then I missed the court date, so I got what's it called whenever you don't copious Woodyard, Woodyer. Michael, Michael. You can pronounce it any way you want. Woodyer. This is the Chesapeake courthouse, though, right? I think I think that's the one. And here goes the music. She said, "Press 9." Hi, Elizabeth. I got put on bail, and I'm trying to get a court date for the Chesapeake courthouse. Woodyer. Well, yes, ma'am. Michael. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Last week. Hold on a second. Oh, I was bonded out in Pennsylvania. Yes. Hold on. Yeah, hold on one second. Make it. Do you want the information off the bond paper, or do you just want my phone number? Okay. It was for the intent to buy a firearm. It has nothing. Yeah, I have nothing criminal. It was had to do with something doing with medical. Yeah. I have to open up. I don't have my number memorized. I apologize. It is 251-236-9402. Right. The lady, she asked me. I got arrested in Pennsylvania. She asked me why didn't I? They didn't. She didn't even know why I went to her court. And then she sent me another court date with her. Hold on, let me find the paper. It was where's it at? Teresa Johnson at the Judge M. Teresa Johnson. Yes, it was a Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And then the bail I got, and I got arrested. I think I'd have it right. Oh, it's in that book. I apologize. All right, right here. It is um, issuing authority in Magistrate District 23001 Judge Kim Baston, Bagenstose, 11/29/22. Yes, they released on my own recognizance. After I explained to the judge what's been happening to me with my phone being hacked and my computer, she looked at me. Yeah, she put me on ROR instead of keeping me there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Bye.